Hello everybody, welcome to SICW Wrestling Explosion. I'm Drew Abbenhouse and we have a huge tag team match for you today. Two former classic champions team up as the Iron Man Ken Casa and Flash Flanagan square off against the Travis Cook organization of superstar Steve Fender and the SICW Classic Wrestling Champion Icon Chris Hargis. Fans, stay right where you are. The action begins right after a quick word from our sponsors. Ladies and gentlemen, join SICW for two huge shows in the month of October. First, Saturday night, October 21st, we return to the East Carondelet Community Center. The Classic Wrestling Championship is on the line as Icon Chris Hargis defends against the Iron Man Ken Casa. And October the 28th, SICW comes to Caseyville, Illinois in the Caseyville Community Center in a fundraiser for the State Park Volunteer Fire Department. Join us for both of these great events.
Unique and affordable gifts and collectibles on the internet are available at the Black Bear Haversack Trading Post. Go to blackbearhaversack.com. Semi-precious stones, bone horn and soapstone items, abalone shells, genuine coyote and water buffalo teeth pendants, products for Civil War, medieval, and Renaissance reenactments, and so much more. For a 10% discount, mention SICW number 7 when you place your order. It's blackbearhaversack.com for top quality at reduced prices.
From the World Series champion Tigers in '45 to the Gateway Grizzlies to the '03 State Tournament Belleville East Lancers. A tradition in baseball and an even longer tradition in fine furniture and service. Miller Furniture, 1004 East Main in Belleville.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Halloween Havoc in the East Carondelet Community Center as SICW returns Saturday night, October the 21st with a bell time of 7 p.m. In your main event, Classic Wrestling Champion Icon Chris Hargis with manager Travis Cook defends his title against the Iron Man Ken Casa. Plus, Flash Flanagan and Big Country Clint Poe team up to take on the team of Axe and Troll. Get your tickets at 618-286-4848.
Well, this ought to be a barn burner.
Is our main event of the evening, a tag team match. 7-1 with a 60-minute time limit. Introducing first from Chicago, Illinois. He weighs in at 232 pounds. He is a former Classic Wrestling Champion, the Iron Man, Ken Casa. His tag team partner is from Indianapolis, Indiana, weighing 230 pounds. He is a former three-time Classic Wrestling Champion, Flash Flanagan. And their opponents, first, from Sorry to cut you off, but the key word he said, former. Enough said. You know, the last time that we wrestled here, we whooped our opponents so bad that Herb Simmons ran every wrestler he could think of into the ring, and we whooped all of them, including you two. So I just want to know, when we whip these two guys tonight, what are you going to do? Bring in a tank? Bring in an aircraft carrier? Because you do not have any wrestlers back there that can beat these two men. Ladies and gentlemen, the Travis Cook organization presents to you from Hollywood, California, Superstar Steve Fender! And his tag team partner from fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada. He is the next great St. Louis wrestling star. He is your reigning and defending Classic Wrestling Champion, and he's not a former champion like you guys are. The Icon, Chris Hargis!
Well, here we go, fans. SICW Explosion, and you're looking at 4 of the best in the business right there in the ring. Superstar Steve Fender starts this one off against the Iron Man, Ken Casa. I'm Herb Simmons, joined here at ringside with none other than the King of Chaos, Ricky Cruz. Ricky, once again, thanks for joining us at ringside.
Once again, another match that could be a main event in any place in the world. Great wrestling, great, amazing athletes in the ring. You can see Ken Casa taking the best part out of Superstar Steve right now.
Right here, also joining us at ringside, the man of many, many duties around here, none other than Dr. Drew Ebenhouse. Dr. Drew, a main event that people would love to see anywhere.
You read my mind. These are four very well-versed athletes, and they all bring something a little bit different to the table. So this should be pretty fascinating.
Well, we're waiting right here. Now you see Farmer champion Flash Flanagan in there working on Superstar Steve Fender. And Ricky, you've had the opportunity over your career. You're retirement now, but I know you sit here at ringside and say, wow, I've been in the ring with these guys before.
With all 4 of them all over the world, I've had the opportunity to face these guys. It's incredible. You know, something that happened right now, it made me think so much, is every time that you hear the ring announcer say, former champion, that is something that really stings to people like me, people like Flash Flanagan, like all these wrestlers, because we really thrive on this business. We really thrive on this sport. We really wanted to be the best at any point. And to be called a 2-time former, a 3-time former, it really, really, really bugs us. I know it doesn't sit well with any of them.
Well, and you know, when you look at the independent wrestling circuit out there, when you have a match, a card like this put together, and you've got 3 men in a match that are farmer champions, and you have a color commentator sitting ringside that's a farmer champion, there's nobody else can say that.
Let's start by something. When you say any independent circuit, there's nowhere else that you get a match like this. Let's start by that. Only in SICW you can see these type of talent. I don't care who says it. I don't care how much they promote their number one. There's nowhere in wrestling right now in the independent circuit that you can see a match like this.
And how about the Iron Man and Flash Flanagan using some good old just quick tags in and out, damaging, working on that left arm of the Icon. Who would have thought we would have seen such chemistry between 2 former foes?
It's incredible how great they're doing, and such a style. It reminds me of when I was going to the big shows in Puerto Rico and see the Youngbloods wrestle like this, or the Von Erichs. This style of tagging in and quicking out, just taking advantage of the advantage of the experience that these 2 guys have. It's going to be a great match. I can't wait to see how this develops.
Well, and the one thing that we're not paying a little bit of attention to is we got 4 greats in there, and whether you like him or not, that 5th man outside, Travis Cook, is always that force to be reckoned with, as you know.
We're doing great, Herb, until you mentioned that guy. Nobody in this place, nobody at the East Crown Center wanted to see or hear about Travis Cook, but it's reality. He's here in ringside, and he's always a factor in a match that you gotta be aware of.
Well, and you're right. He's on the outside the ring, but sometimes he's got his shenanigans that he can pull in. And I'm like you guys. I am really impressed with the work back and forth these guys. I mean, quick tags, keeping the fresh man in there.
And they've been working on Hargis this whole time, so what this is going to do is just sap the energy right out of the champion.
It's always great to see this type of matches. It reminds me of the old times of wrestling, all those tag teams, the Killer Bees, guys that would go in and out, and then just take care of their opponents like that. And that way you don't get tired. You're always crisp in the ring, and you're always ready for everything.
Absolutely. Some classic Arn and Tully action, some Midnight Express action, quick tags, in and out. That's what it's all about.
The Rockers.
And that also maintains your own energy. So these guys are going to have greater stamina further into this matchup that they're draining right out of the Icon.
Well, right there you see, as Drew said, they've been working on the SICW champion for several minutes now.
5 minutes have elapsed, 55 remain.
I was telling you, it's hard to be called a former champion. It's even harder to sit here at ringside in the announcing table and have the belt that I hold for so long and that I defended everywhere in front of me, sitting and knowing that another wrestler has it on his weight all the time.
It's right here in front of you, within your reach,
I
but
know,
so
Drew.
far away.
Drew, I know you don't have to mention it.
Fair enough.
Now, superstar Steve Fender thought he was going to get in there, but Flash Flanagan with a nice leg takedown and comes up with that outstretched arm. And you can hear this crowd. It's on fire at the East Grand Lake Community Center.
The crowd is asking Flash Flanagan to break his arm. They're actually asking him to break superstar Steve's arm.
Well, there's no doubt here who the crowd's favorite are. It's got to be Flash Flanagan. Whoa, look at this.
Whoa, tremendous knee to the arm. You have no idea how much it's hurt. Not only to the joint of the shoulder, but the hamstring of the the hamstring of your arm. What happened here? Steve is trying to get a second win. He's trying to get out of this, but see, Flash Flanagan, too much experience.
Right into a beautiful leg sweep.
I am so sorry. It's called a tricep, not a hamstring. That's what happens when you speak Spanish before English.
Or when you get too excited from all the action. That's what happens to me.
I'm telling you, you don't be surprised if you hear me start talking in Spanish. Do not adjust your TV. No, you didn't hit the SAP button. No, it's not Club Cashin. It's Ricky Cruz trying to do this.
Well, maybe you need to give a shout out because we know on Fight TV we have people all over in Puerto Rico, everywhere, watching us on Fight TV. So say hello to your family and friends.
Actually, you're right. Toda la gente en Puerto Rico que le gusta la lucha libre, que está viendo a Flash Flanagan y a todos los luchadores aquí de SICW, la mejor lucha en todo Illinois y en toda el área independiente en los Estados Unidos.
There you go. A shout out to everybody because Flash Flanagan was
I know
in
you
Puerto
understood.
Rico.
I know you understood every single word, right?
I think you were cussing me out.
Let's see the action. Tremendous. King Casa with a backbreaker.
Fans, we have to take a quick break, but don't go anywhere. The action continues right after this.
The old season is over. The new season is coming. The Gateway Grizzlies are building for a spectacular campaign. The talent will be strong, hard-hitting, solid defense, reliable pitching. Plus, as always, the Grizzlies will have a schedule of superb promotions. It will be fun for the entire family at the right price. The Grizzlies were named the Frontier League Organization of the Year. The home for all this baseball excitement is the remarkable GCS Ballpark. Make plans now to enjoy baseball the way it should be. For more information and updates, go to gatewaygrizzlies.com.
Special message for schools, clubs, and all civic groups, school athletic departments, police and fire departments, or any charitable organization. Raise funds for your group, bring the stars, thrills, and excitement of SICW to your community for a fun night of family-friendly action. For more information, contact SICW at 618-286-4848 or visit us on Facebook at SICW Wrestling Explosion.
For music and fun, the place to party is Pop's nightclub and concert venue in Sojay. From Bruno Mars or the first U.S. tour of Nickelback to Flogging Molly or the Insane Clown Posse, 30 years of memories pack Pop's concert venue with more made at every news show. And there's a party at Pop's nightclub every night, a melting pot of friends enjoy the best in dance, rock, pop, and top 40 music until 5:30 a.m. Plus add a full game room. Check out all the action at popsrocks.com. Then and now, the place to party is Pop's in Sojay.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Halloween Havoc in the East Carondelet Community Center as SICW returns Saturday night, October the 21st with a bell time of 7 p.m. In your main event, Classic Wrestling Champion Icon Chris Hargis with manager Travis Cook defends his title against the Iron Man Ken Casa. Plus, Flash Flanagan and Big Country Clint Poe team up to take on the team of Axe and Troll. Get your tickets at 618-286-4848.
Puerto Rico, everywhere, watching us on Fight TV. So say hello to your family and friends.
Actually, you're right. Toda la gente en Puerto Rico que le gusta la lucha libre, que está viendo a Flash Flanagan y a todos los luchadores aquí de SICW, la mejor lucha en todo Illinois y en toda el área independiente en los Estados Unidos.
There you go. A shout out to everybody because Flash Flanagan was in Puerto Rico.
I know you understood every single word, right?
I think you were cussing me out.
Let's see the action. Tremendous. King Casa with a backbreaker just Steve, I don't think Superstar Steve is going to be the same after this match. He's been getting.
Well, his kidneys certainly won't be.
This is one hellacious move. It hurts so much when someone puts you in a backbreaker like that. The impact on your column, it's just, it's something that you really, really, really have to concentrate and really get, really deep down to continue because it hurts a lot.
Let's talk real quick about the common thread that unites everyone in this matchup. That's the Classic Wrestling Championship. As comfortable as Ken Casa and Flash Flanagan might be as partners together and as well-oiled of a machine as they may be, at the end of the day, they both want the same thing, and that's the belt that is currently around the waist of Chris Hargis. On the same side, Superstar Steve Fender is a loyal member of the Travis Cook. Oh, there he is. A little bit of a miscommunication at the junction. What's the Iron Man have in mind here? Oh, look at that. Using Steve Fender as a battering ram on the champ.
Now there's a picture you want to see right there. Travis Cook. You talk about somebody who is upset, plus the Iron Man stomping on his hand. And the crowd loves it.
Ken Casa has just became I became his #1 fan after this. Look at Travis Cook shaking his hand after Ken Casa stepped on his fingers.
Travis calling for the timeout.
This is what I call great wrestling.
And they have got this crowd on fire. Travis Cook out there consoling Superstar Steve Fender and the champion, the SICW Classic champion, Chris Hargis. And now comes around.
Here's Flash.
Flanagan says, wait a minute.
Yeah. Hargis and Fender were taking a bit of a huddle. I think they needed a new game plan. Flash Flanagan, very smart. They know they can't let these guys get 1 second to collaborate with Travis Cook, and he put a stop to that real quick.
I am really impressed with Ken Casa and Flash Flanagan. They have great tag team moves, great psychology from the beginning. Really, really doing a good job. Steve finally got the best of the and they're concentrating on the bad arm of Flash Flanagan.
Well, I'm telling you, their chemistry is really working together tonight. I mean, I'm really impressed with this. I was kind of skeptical when Larry Matisek and I talked about this match being put together. I didn't know how it was going to go, but it sure is going great.
10 minutes have elapsed. 50 minutes left.
This is a 1 hour time limit, and these guys have not taken a break. I mean, it's been non-stop action. 10 minutes of back and forth.
And that's where you see Fender and Hargis. They're familiar with each other. As soon as Jay King had his back turned, these two using that moment to their benefit. Pull a little bit of shenanigans behind the referee's back.
This is when you see what Travis Cook has taught these two wrestlers. Such amazing wrestlers, great athletes, and they have to come to this to try to get Flash Flanagan down. That's when you see the influence of Travis.
Well, the Iron Man trying to come in, and referee Jay King saying, nope, there's not a tag. And in the meantime, Fender and Hargis double teaming Flash Flanagan.
But we do have to ask, how cohesive of a unit can Fender and Hargis be? Of course, Hargis knows when you have the belt around your waist, every single person is gunning for you. And Steve Fender, as we mentioned, is the only wrestler in this matchup who has never held the Classic Wrestling Championship. So you know, although he probably has some loyalty to the Travis Cook organization, you know Steve Fender wants his crack at this belt as much as anyone. And what happens then?
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. And I think Ricky can attest to this. The guys like Chris Hargis, the champion, Flash Flanagan, the Iron Man, even Steve Fender, they don't need a Travis Cook. You know, it's got to be about money. I'm not sure what it is, but all four of those men can be on their own and do just as good.
Since I've been back in SICW, I've asked myself that every single day. Why would a guy like Hargis, a guy like Steve Fender, who has been everywhere, has to be with Travis Cook? They don't need him. They're great athletes. They're great wrestlers, great technicians. They're amazing in the ring. There's no need for Travis. I don't know how he gets them to be with him. I don't know what he does. This simply hurts just by watching. Tremendous chops in the chest. Oh, the shoulder of Flash Flanagan hitting the post.
As the experience of Steve Fender coming into play.
Well, like I said, if you look at these four men anywhere in this business, this is the main event anywhere, and they're tearing it down right here tonight, I'm telling you.
And I do have to argue with you guys just a little bit. You say they could get it done without Travis. How long have we seen Chris Hargis? Chris Hargis has been a wrestler here on the St. Louis scene 10 years plus. For whatever reason, unable to put the puzzle pieces together, but it was when he joined forces with Travis Cook that Travis was able to give Hargis a little bit of something that Hargis wasn't able to have before that. As great as he was, it did take Travis to sort of assemble all those pieces into a championship puzzle. So we can't totally discredit him, can we? He is good at what he does. We just don't like his methods.
I'm not discrediting him. I just don't like him.
I understand.
And I agree with Herb Simmons. I don't like Travis Cook at all. It cost me my belt. It caused me a lot of matches, and it caused me a lot of headache and pain. I really don't like Travis Cook. I don't think it is necessary. And the good thing, the fans agree with me.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, they even name him SpongeBob.
He really looks like him, though.
I don't know if the camera can catch it, but there's a fan on the far side of the building with a sign. It's actually of SpongeBob SquarePants. That's directed straight at Travis Cook.
No, actually, that's a Travis Cook poster. He signed it for him.
That's an actual photograph of Travis Cook.
Yes,
I
it
see.
is.
I didn't know.
Well, I tell you, right about now, we've been bragging about the quick tags that Flash and Costa's been making, but Flash hasn't been able to get that over there. They've cut the ring off on him. And that will wear you down, won't it, Ricky?
Definitely. It just cuts your ear.
This is just like Ole and Gene Anderson, the way they're taking apart that arm. This is great tag team wrestling, and I taught it all to him.
He must have heard us talking about him.
Yep, he did. And the funny thing is he comes to the microphone and he says that he teaches them how to do all this
He's humble.
in the ring. It's such a humble guy, such a great athlete. He looks great, great shape.
And we've been talking about what he calls his belt, of course, so he probably thinks we're pretty lucky to have this belt over here with us.
Let me ask you this. You were talking about how, it's everything about the belt. How long do you think Steve Fender, being such a competitor, such a great wrestler, he's gonna stay by Travis Cook when he knows that he wants that opportunity for the belt?
Well, I tell you what, it depends on how hard he thinks he's working and how much of his own effort is putting in to the Travis Cook organization, because as loyal as he may be to the group, no man, especially somebody like Steve Fender, wants all of his hard work to end up going into the win column of Chris Hargis. So, And it did. When we were making the announcements, each one of these people is a former champion. Steve Fender is not. So as much as you say it bothers people to be announced as former champs, it probably bothers Steve Fender to be the only one in the ring that's not announced as a champ.
As I sit here and watch these four greats work and listen to you two guys talk, I'm not so sure that I don't book a match between Hargis and the superstar Steve Fender.
I like it. Make Travis Cook. Put him right in the middle. 15 minutes. 15 minutes have elapsed. 45 remain.
Man, I got to ask you, Ricky, this has been 15 minutes of non-stop action. How do you condition for a match like this?
See, this is the thing. People say about how great sports like football, basketball, soccer, there's no other sport in the world that have this type of conditioning. Every wrestler have to train in so many different ways to get the cardio to wrestle.
Here we go. 1, 2,
Oh, I thought that was it, and Steve Fender drove that headbutt right into the shoulder of Hargis.
This is getting ugly. There's been a lot of mistake between Fender and Hargis. I don't know what's going to happen here.
Oh. Wow. Flanagan and Fender just colliding right in the middle of the ring, leaving the Iron Man one-on-one with the icon.
What is this, a bulldog maybe? Oh, super kick. Oh, wait a minute. Whoa. Oh, that back. Oh, from off the top rope.
Oh, my God. There's bodies flying everywhere. I don't know who the legal man is. Hopefully Jay King's been keeping track. Flanagan up and over the top. Here's Travis. What's Travis doing?
Ken Casa's still down from that kick. Steve Fender is the one that is getting up. Harkin's in the ring, too.
Oh,
I'm not sure.
Fender, he's grabbed Flanagan's kendo stick.
Well,
Flanagan making the interception.
right out here, Flanagan and Fender with that stick.
Iron Man rolling up Hargis. That's it. The Iron Man, Ken Casa, scoring a pinfall over the champion.
Oh, Travis Cook is upset.
Travis Cook is beside himself. This is a great night of wrestling. I have enjoyed it so much.
What do they say, Ricky? OMG?
Yes, sir.
32 seconds. Your winner via pinfall of Flash Flanagan and the Iron Man, Ken Casa.
There you have it, fans. What a main event this was. A match like you will only see, as you heard the King of Chaos say, Ricky Cruz. Nowhere else in the independent circuit will you find a match like this. And right here tonight, you saw it. Right there. We're going to see Dr. Drew trying to get an interview here.
Congratulations on your huge victory. What are your thoughts, sir? Picking up the win over 2 foes. 3 counting Travis. That just shows you. Hey, Harkness. 1, 2, 3. You can be beaten by anybody.
There you hear Flash Flanagan and the Iron Man Ken Casa.
Picking up the 1, 2, 3 over the champion. Congratulations. And what happens?
Ricky Cruz, what a night, SICW. We got a lot more coming. Remember, October the 7th, Swansea Firehouse, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. We're back here on October the 21st. Who knows what that main event's going to be there. And then on October the 28th, we go to Caseyville, Illinois. Ricky, it's always a pleasure to have you at ringside. And SICW appreciates everything that you do.
Thank you, sir. It's been a great night of wrestling. It's been like Christmas to me just to see Travis Cook so matched in the ring. This is great. Only at SICW you can get to experience these type of matches. Such a great match.
Thank you, fans. Don't forget, every Sunday at noon, Spectrum Cable Channel 198 and on the Fight TV network. If you want to see the best, it's SICW Wrestling Explosion.